It is something that I wanted to do a few years ago, and is to share about a part of the ancient wisdom of the Andean ancestors. The last period of the Andean civilization, it was when the Europeans of that time met with the Inca people, and they were impressed for everything that they created. And even now, every visitor still impressed. So let me share with you part of this understanding. I will be showing some of the pictures that I did. Many of those places that you will see are not possible to be visited in this time because regulations and everything. But anyway, just enjoy. It's a beautiful production. Have a great day.
The sophisticated Inca architecture. The debate surrounding the great constructions of the Inca world often reflects the limitations of our contemporary perspective rather than any real mystery about their origin. On one hand, certain overly mechanistic academic approaches have attempted to explain these works solely through modern technical parameters. On the other, some mystical or speculative currents have attributed their authorship to lost civilizations or superior beings. Although these positions appear opposed, they share the same difficulty: fully understanding the level of knowledge, organization, and technological sensitivity possessed by the Inca architects and builders. The perfectly assembled stones of temples and palaces, such as those seen in the monumental centers of the ancient Tawantinsuyo, have inspired wonder for centuries. Yet this wonder sometimes turns into disbelief, and it is precisely at that point that narratives emerge which strip the wise masters of the Inca Empire of their creative capacity. The precision of stone carving, the mastery of practical geometry, the understanding of the seismic behavior of structures, and the extraordinary social organization that allowed the mobilization and coordination of vast collective projects are, in fact, evidence of a highly developed architecture and engineering knowledge. From a more balanced perspective, the real challenge is neither to search for supernatural explanations nor to reduce these works to simple technical exercises, but rather to recognize that the Incas operated within a cultural and spiritual framework different from our own. Their architecture integrated empirical knowledge accumulated over centuries, close observation of nature, a symbolic relationship with the landscape, and a profound understanding of spatial design with astronomical alignments. When this legacy is viewed through a rigid modern lens, or through a mystical fascination that seeks impossible mysteries, the essential truth is lost. These works are, above all, the expression of the human genius of a civilization that knew how to transform stone and mountain allies into living architecture. The architecture of the Inca Empire represents an extraordinary synthesis of the legacy of its own past, combining technical sophistication, aesthetic sensitivity, and a deep understanding of the natural environment. Their wise builders developed a unique style in which each stone was carefully adapted and carved to fit with millimetric precision, especially in temples and palaces dedicated to the sacred and to power, always with reverence. In these spaces, the walls achieved an almost monumental perfection, with fitted and polished blocks that convey solidity, harmony, and permanence. However, Inca architecture did not reside solely in its monumentality, but also in its intelligent functionality. Homes, storehouses, agricultural terraces, and roads were designed with remarkable adaptation to the Andean landscape, using local materials and efficient construction techniques. Each structure responded to a concrete need without losing quality or visual balance. This combination of precision, pragmatism, and respect for nature allowed the Incas to create cities that were not only impressive, but also fully integrated with the mountains, the climate, and the daily life of their civilization. In summary, the architectural greatness of the Inca Empire did not arise in isolation, but rather as the culmination of a long cultural process developed by the Andean civilizations that preceded it. The Incas inherited, preserved, and perfected the technical knowledge of stonework, urban planning, and collective organization that pre-Inca societies had cultivated for centuries. With remarkable political, cultural, and spiritual intelligence, they integrated these achievements into their imperial system, elevating them to a level of refinement that we still admire today. In this way, their wise and organic architecture can be understood as the masterful synthesis of an ancestral technological memory and an extraordinary capacity to create an ordered and prosperous world. We invite you to discover these ancient lands. Here, the wisdom of the Incas and their profound spiritual understanding of the universe reveal themselves in every landscape and every monument. Allow us to organize this spiritual adventure. Our experience will offer you not only knowledge, but also a profound and fulfilling experience where history, nature, and spirit intertwine, inspiring a deep transformation for your own path and mission on Earth. Mallku and Dr. Evelyn Alana will guide you into the Andean magical world. www.pachamama.pro